It was foretold that you would be here. Our long-awaited meeting has come at last.
Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another video. Please note that spoilers lie ahead. Separate in-depth video about why I like him so much. But in this video, we'll be focusing on a pretty big question that is on many fans' minds. This question has been a focus for quite a few people, including myself, for almost 2 years. On November 27th, 2020, the 13th episode of The Mandalorian came out, revealing a few important pieces of information. One was that Ahsoka Tano herself was still around, and the other was that she's looking for Thrawn.
Now tell me, where is your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
So, as a refresher, when did we last see the Grand Admiral? For those of you who don't know, Thrawn was a humanoid alien who rose quickly within the ranks of the Empire. Before long, he occupied a high position in the military, allowing him to have control over massive warships. There were few in the Empire who did not have to answer to him and follow his commands. Unlike many Imperial officers, Thrawn was highly intelligent and excelled at strategy. It is theorized that had he been in the original trilogy, the rebels likely would have had a much harder time fighting the Empire. Alas, partly into his tenure as Grand Admiral, he disappeared into deep unknown space with a Jedi, Ezra Bridger. That's what happened at the end of the show Rebels, an animated show about a feisty group of rebels and their story of taking on the Empire. Ezra, a young Jedi, was able to defeat Thrawn in the series finale, an episode that was released on March 5th, 2018. There was no word on what had happened to these characters and no hints as to whether their stories would continue for 2.5 years. That is when this particular episode of The Mandalorian aired and Thrawn's name was dropped. So, where is he? And where's Ezra? Are the two still together? It is now highly likely that we will find out more information next year, hopefully in the first half. As of this video, the 3rd season of The Mandalorian is slated to premiere in late February, with the Ahsoka show set to follow soon after. Although I will note that as of right now, there is no confirmed premiere date for that show, or both of these shows in which I expect to see Thrawn for the first time in live action, or at the very least learn more about his whereabouts. As to who will be filling the roles of Thrawn and Ezra, one can only guess at this point. I personally hope that Lars Mikkelsen, who voiced Thrawn in Rebels, will be reprising the role. Many view that the casting would fit since we are all so used to his magnificent voice of the show and who worked on the movie Rogue One, has recently claimed that there will be little fan service. I take that to mean cameos and references to other Star Wars projects outside of Rogue One. However, Genevieve O'Reilly, reprising her role as Mon Mothma, recently let slip that there might be some major characters in play, ones she is not supposed to talk about yet, in Rebels. and Jon Favreau, who has been the lead showrunner of The Mandalorian since it first started. A major villain for the Mandoverse, as well as for my theory that he's been involved since the very beginning of The Mandalorian, with Moff Gideon working for him. There is one small issue with this theory, however. We know that Mandalore is going to play a major role in the next season of The Mandalorian. My guess is because of Din needing to go to Mandalore to redeem himself, as was explained by Ahsoka and Sabine Wren, who is in Rebels. Sabine has been cast, and the actress that is playing her is Natasha Liu Bordizzo. The first season of the Ahsoka show. There have been hints dropped by Rosario Dawson that indicate that the search for Thrawn will take up a large portion of the first season. Ahsoka will reunite with the remaining crew of the Ghost, or at the very least, Sabine, Hera, and Chopper, to go on the search. Unfortunately, nothing more is known at this time, though I assume that will change as we get closer to the premiere date. Hello there everybody, Matthias Foxfire here, just for a quick message at the end of this video. So, I'm sure you've noticed that some of the audio's cut out, and I apologize for that. That was an error in my part in the editing process, and normally I might have re-recorded some of it, but I've been working on this video for over a week, and I wanted to get it out, especially since I haven't posted in a couple weeks. So anyway, if there's anything that because of the audio cuts that you want me to clear up, let me know, and I'll be glad to do so. One other note, I know I briefly touched on my theory that Gideon is working for Thrawn. I can and probably will be doing a video further down the road about that, more in depth. Why I think he's working for Thrawn in the Mandoverse. So other than that, I hope you liked the video. Please give it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and share this video, share the channel with your friends, and because that really helps. I want to get this thing going and growing, and anything you can do, send it to your friends, family, whatever, that would be much appreciated. So please consider doing any or all of those, because they really do help. And so other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.